So I've allotted an hour and 20 minutes to detangling these matted hair sections. So that's what I'm gonna be working on right now. The back of my head is detangled, but the back of my head is also a completely different length because this happened to the back of my head some months ago, and I wore my hair in like a matted ball for many months because I just refused to cut it off. And then at some point I did cut it off because honestly it felt like this Orthodox Christian saint was like, who was a surgeon during his lifetime, was like encouraging me to cut it off. I don't know if that was true or not. I kind of wish I didn't cut it off because maybe I could have gone to an African woman hairstylist and she would have been able to save my hair because my hair was super long. Like now it's like this long, right? My hair used to be down to here. And, but like, yeah, but the front sections, when this was matted up, they were not matted up. They stayed long, but it's the front of my hair. And so it was like maybe up to here. And now it's matted up and the back of my head isn't matted up. And I thought like maybe like my being is trying to cut off like the old life. Maybe it's like trying to be like, you need to, I don't know, but I'm like, I don't want short hair. And so I'm not trying to cut this off at all because I'm like, you were just not matted up. How in the hell did this happen? Like, how does this happen? I don't know. I didn't do anything. I was just living my life and all of a sudden it's starting to mat up. And I'm like, is it people's jealousy? Is it warlocks and witches from these Middle Eastern Islamic countries who are constantly doing some kind of juju bullshit and they're mad at me or they're jealous of me or they're whatever the fuck? Because they think like they're like the power people of the land. There's like a whole drama happening in this part of the world where I'm living that nobody knows about because you guys never hear about this part of the world in the news. And so I've just discovered this whole like set of dynamics that I've never heard of before, and I've just been in it. And I know it sounds really weird, but like it's just something I'm always noticing. Even today, like I went to the store to get a few groceries, and there was like this woman, and I'm like, she's giving me that like my body, my mind, my intelligence picking up on her intention, her thoughts, and what she's doing, and it's giving me a result, and it's saying she's one of these like Islamic warlock witch juju people trying to put a tiny curse on you right now because they're always doing some shit to like try to like take someone's power away or like trip them up in some way or siphon power from them. It's something that I've just like come to know or like conclude just because it's like at some point like I could tell myself, girl, that's not happening, you made it all up. And it's like, yeah, okay, we'll say it for like the white people who have no sense of this kind of shit, but it's not like I would be lying, especially because I've heard like some of them state explicitly things like, let's do some like how would I translate it? They'd be like, now let's like do some juju. Like they'll say it, you know. One time I was saying something like kind of like offhand, kind of like, oh, it kind of seemed to me like that was like a person doing that, this weird like energy manipulation thing. And the guy who was like I was talking to, he was like part of like the group of people whose culture it is to like do energy manipulations on people. And he was like smirking and he was like, if it seems like it's happening, it's happening. And I was like, see, like I have confirmation from the actual people of like these like Central Asian, Middle Eastern countries that they are. It's like their culture. It's like what they do. And so like I thought like maybe that's what happened because like this is power hair because of the spiral nature of it. There's a lot of potential energy here, and if this is where the brain is and consciousness and mind is like associated with like, the head, do you see the logic that I'm trying to lay down? I've never heard anyone say this, but I'm like, it just seems to make sense to me. Like potential energy. Look at all this shit. You feel me? And so like they're jealous of the power, and so they're trying to like destroy my hair because it's power. And so I'm like, I'm not trying to lose all this, and I'm gonna try to like detangle it. And I don't know how in the hell, but this is the first like installment of attention and energy I don't know if I'll last an hour and 20 minutes. This is a lot. Like this, I can't. I don't see I can how I can like this is just. I think I have to cut off. But I just want like to keep my length and to have it all be detangled so that I can have a sense of being a woman again. Also, I thought like since my hair has been matted up, I've had to wear scarves, and I also thought like maybe these like Islamic warlock fucks are picking up on because yeah, they're like slightly telepathic, and like to some degree they're telepathic, and I'm like maybe they're like aware of how like free and like unfettered I am as a woman because I'm not like from their culture of women. And they're like, you're gonna fucking like bow down to like the fucking way, and you're gonna motherfucking like wear a scarf, you stupid little, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, maybe that's what it is. But it's not something that happened because I was just like, I didn't do this. This is like a spiritual manifestation of something, and I don't know what. Okay? And so going forward, once I detangle it, it'll take maybe like, let's be really like miserable but realistic and say that it might take me a month if I pay attention. Like every other day, let's say I will give, like right now it's an hour, like because I'm gonna be working, so on working days I'm not gonna feel like dealing with this. So maybe like 20 minutes every other day for a month. So 15 days of 20 minutes. And maybe like on days off, I will give an hour and 20 minutes. And if I feel like doing more once I'm like in the middle of detangling, that's totally cool. But as a plan of like a minimum bare minimum, like 20 minutes every other day. And on days off, one of the days off, I will spend an hour and 20 minutes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like every other day I'll detangle. On days off when I'm not working, it'll be an hour and 20 minutes. On days when I'm working, I'll spend 20 minutes. And then I'll see where I am a month from now. Just because my hair has been matted like this for more than a month. Like I just keep wearing scarves and I just keep looking religious, and I'm like, I want my hair back. Like I want my hair out. And ever since I've been watching like African people on the screen, ever since I started watching like American TV shows or like YouTube. Like it started with American TV shows. Like I started watching a TV show where there were like black people in it with natural hair. And that's when I was like, wait a second, like black people with natural hair, like black women with natural hair, that's like a thing. And then that's when it began, the feeling of like, wait a second, like I can like come back, you know? Because I've been really like deadened by these people that I live with currently because I was escaping America and this is the only place that I could afford to go to. They're just really like, everyone's just so fucking like predatory and like vulture like. But like, I'm not vulture like because I'm not dead. So that's like a bad metaphor. Like I went outside once again for groceries for like 20 minutes. And I was like, man, like everyone's just like trying to feed on my field. Like because I'm comfortable. In the first 5 minutes, I'm thinking about my future. I'm doing all this stuff. All of a sudden, I feel these feelings on my back. All of a sudden, I feel these people staring at me. I feel all this stuff happening, and I'm just like, ugh. It's like you guys are all trying to my energy field. You feel me? Because they're jealous of black people, and black people are sources of power. And anyone who's not black tries to take black power from black people for themselves. This is what I have come to feel. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry it sounds so uncomfortable and disturbing and like controversial possibly, but I'm like, it's just like what it feels like. Just someone's always trying to suck on my energy. Like if they perceive me, they try to like steal my energy, and I feel sick physically after being around people for 20 minutes. It's fucked up. Okay, so I'm not gonna record like this process because I don't even know where to begin. But this is what's, you know, maybe I bought this mask months ago, hoping that it would be enough to like detangle the hair. I put some water in it earlier, so it's slightly damp. Maybe I should put more water in. And then maybe I'll just work on like on one section. And then I had this like thought of like maybe I'll look for like products that are like super like beard softening products, you know? Like maybe that would work because like it's super matted up, you know. It's like a fucking like it's like a how do you say like fabric? It's like a fucking like it's like woven. I'm like I don't even know how in the hell. It's kind of like when headphone cord the cord of a headphone set like gets tangled and you're like, how did you do that? Or like a fine chain gets like tangled up, and it's like, how? You were just sitting on the counter. Like, why are you so tangled? That's what this is like. But it's like curly and highly like, I don't know if it's static or what. Sometimes I feel like black hair